Our tenets of drag, the pillars on which we kind of build the show on, are drag, filth, horror, and glamour. And these are the things that we try to emulate and emanate with everything that we do.
Welcome to House of Horror. Everything and anything horror. I'm excited about all of our guests, but today is just super extra. And we are at one of my favorite places, actually, the Mystic Museum. But my guests today, the Boulet brothers from the Netflix show Dracula. So without further ado, come creep with me inside. That was natural.
Hello, uglies.
My gorgeous ghouls. Your outfits are literally to die for.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, deceased.
We're dressed for the occasion, too.
Oh my God. Can we go chat?
That's why we're here. Let's do it.
Yay! Okay, let's go. So tell us a little about Dracula.
When we were coming up and coming out and like going out in nightlife, the type of drag that we were exposed to was very punk rock. It was very underground, it was very political, it was message driven, or it was trashy and kind of nasty and really in your face and shocking. And as the years go on, we noticed that that type of drag was very under celebrated. So we couldn't have that. And we started an event, and everywhere we brought the party, Dracula, we recognized that there were covens of freaks and weirdos from coast to coast, and they loved what we were doing. So out of that, the idea of the show was born, where we took a reality competition and put it on its head with these monster drag characters competing for a crown and a title and some money.
Horny Halloween bottoms, wet dreams are coming true with this Wolfman Leather Daddy fantasy.
So, for all of the horror fiends out there, tell me just a tiny bit more on how this look was created.
We sort of just brainstorm together. We do a lot of sketches at home, and so we'll have like a library of different options, and then we sort of like a paper doll match them together and like, wouldn't this necklace look good with this headpiece or this sort of thing, and that's usually how it grows from there.
Our references are always from the worlds of horror or fantasy, like comics and mythology. I would describe our drag as kind of imperial and definitely dark.
All right, so top 3 horror movies.
I'll say right now, because I can't say it all the time. But
for sure.
Right now, I would say Halloween.
Okay.
I'm gonna say The Lighthouse.
Oh.
Really like
top
that.
3?
Wow.
Wow.
Revisit the conversation about that. We just saw it.
I think Train to Busan was really good.
Oh, that's a really good one.
Interesting.
That's a super
So
good one.
I'll throw those 3 out.
Right now, I'm kind of on a retro vibe. So I'm gonna say Hellraiser, which is one of my all-time favorites. Nightmare on Elm Street 3.
Yes.
And one of our contestants put me onto this, and it's an older Guillermo del Toro movie, and it's The Devil's Backbone.
Oh God, that's such a good movie.
I love when there's like a period piece and a story woven through, like a ghost tale or a monster movie. Like,
Oh my God.
yeah.
So, can we have a little round of Would You Rather?
Oh, I love a game.
Yes. Oh, thank you. Would you rather wear Leatherface's mask for a week or eat one meal cooked by Hannibal Lecter?
Leatherface's mask. So easy for me.
For a week?
The meal.
Oh, look at
Yeah.
you.
Just get it over with. Just swallow it.
No weird food shit for me.
Would you rather have a pumpkin for a head or knives for hands?
Oh, we already have knives for hands. That's easy.
Yeah,
Knives
it's
for
not
hands.
that big of a jump.
I know, right? We're like, what? I'm sorry. Was that even a would
The
you rather
nail
question?
conversation,
Yeah.
Would you rather spend a night in the Overlook Hotel with Jack Torrance or in the high school gym during prom with Carrie? I mean,
The
she's in
80s
there with you.
The 80s were so horny. Like, I'm picking
Light
the gym
shit on
parents,
fire.
for sure.
Okay, well that was fantastic.
Thank
so word on the street is you are going to now put me into something.
In a look, yeah. I mean, you already look fantastic,
Yes, you look
honestly.
amazing.
So I was like, okay.
Yeah.
We can drag you up. We can drag it up.
All right.
Drag
well,
it up.
Let's do it. So this is my final look, everybody.
You look dark, you look deadly. I think our work is well done here. There's one thing left though, if you want to play along with us, like something we're kind of known for. Now that you've been done up in your full regalia, you have to brandish your claws.
Now that's an easy one. That's a given.
One time, you could be having somebody come in that needs a set of fake eyeballs. I could be making a head explode. And all the things that everybody else is afraid to do.
Welcome to House of Horror. Everything and anything horror. Hello, everybody. Welcome to House of Horror. Today's guest is a man of many wonders. His name is Jerry Constantine, and he is an effects artist who's worked on everything from film to television to music. And we are going to be taking a stab at touring his facility today. Cut. So just give me a baby nutshell of what we're about to look at.
Well, this is the effects lab where most of the stuff is made. All the prosthetics are fabricated, sculpted, molded, and cast up and get ready to be glued onto people.
Here we go.
We usually try to start off with a good-looking live cast, okay? And then we'll wind up doing a sculpture over top of it to what we want it to look like gruesomely. The thing that's cool is that it's so many steps that you don't really have time to get bored with one step. And if I feel like making an alien, then I'm gonna make an alien.
And that's what I'm doing today. Yes.
Just like if we feel like making some sort of stitched up zombie girl, guess what's gonna happen? It's gonna happen today. Ow, oh my God.
So Jerry, for any of our viewers that might not be familiar with your amazing work, can you describe your work?
Well,
Please.
that's one of the great things about doing special makeup effects and things related to that, because you really never know what you're doing day to day. So like one time, you could be having somebody come in that needs a set of fake eyeballs. I could be making a head explode. And all the things that, everybody else is afraid to do.
Can you describe your creative process?
It starts off with yay, I got the job, then immediately goes into sheer panic, like, oh my God, do I even know what I'm doing?
SOS.
I know. No, I'd say that's it. The creative process, I guess, would be once you get the gig, then you really start digging into the problem. It's like you start seeing like, how am I going to piece this together? And then once you figure out how it goes together, you start thinking about what cool things can I add on to this.
What's the bloodiest project you've ever worked on?
There was one movie that we had to fill a bathtub full of blood.
Okay.
And then we had to make walls bleed.
Whoa.
And stuff come up from the floor.
Like it sounds like it.
Well, it was one of the, but the other one was I also make fake like blood puddles.
Okay.
So like we had to cover this whole Victorian house in blood. So I made a bunch of these rubber puddles and threw them down.
That's cool.
So yeah, so it made it look like it was a bloodier film than what it was.
Are you ready for our Would You Rather questions?
I would rather, yes.
Thank you. Would you rather escape an insane asylum with Laurie Strode or Sarah Connor?
I will have to say Sarah Connor, mainly because I believe she has a twin sister who works at a hospital in Philadelphia, and I had seen her there, and she was very nice.
What the hell?
Yeah, so that, I know it sounds crazy, but I believe so I would say probably Sarah Connor.
Okay. All right, our second question. Would you rather have George Romero rise from the grave to direct one more movie or Alfred Hitchcock?
Well, it's a funny question because I was friends with George.
What?
Yeah.
Get out.
And the last time that I ran into him, I was being
jealous.
whisked away one way while he was being whisked away the other. And our last conversation was actually about Alfred Hitchcock. He was like a PA early in his career, and he was telling me about this on North by Northwest, the Alfred Hitchcock movie. And I was like, well, didn't you get any pictures of you and Alfred Hitchcock? And like nothing, like. And he was saying, no, he goes, we were just shooting the film and I didn't think to do anything like that. And then later on, George Romero passes away and I never got my pictures with him. And so, yeah. So I would say probably him because I knew him and I wanted to see him around.
That's a cool story.
Basically, the stuff starts off with a sculpture, and then we make like a mold, and
That's so cool.
you know,
Is that what you did to make these
that's how we
things?
did this. You kind of mix this stuff up and put it in here, and then squash it, and then we get these like prosthetics.
Nice. It feels awfully real too, which is even creepier.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna probably glue something like this on you, maybe.
Really?
Yeah?
Yay!
What do you think?
I love it.
We're gonna try to take off half of your face and replace it with like dead flesh, and we're gonna stitch it back together.
Oh my God, I'm beautiful. Beaut-evil. Jerry, this is like marvelous.
Ultimately, just one prosthetic that we just stapled onto your face. And
Literally.
that was how we got it to go. Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
And this is real blood, by the way.
Yeah. But it's gonna dry.
Well, thank you for letting us all come into your house and giving us a tour and doing this to me. It was so much fun and thank you.
Well, I'd give you a hug, but I don't want to get any of that on me.
I want a hug. Give me a hug. Yes. Thank you, though, seriously, from the bottom of my little black heart.
My taste in men is just men that look like they could kill me / would kill for me. Like, I think like, you know, Freddy, Jason, all, they can get it.
Welcome to House of Horror. Everything and anything horror. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the House of Horror. Today's guest is a lovely lady by the name of Shy Snyder, and you might know her dad, D. Snyder, no big deal. And we're gonna go inside her crash pad while she talks about her styling and what might go into making her little world tick. So let's go inside. We're coming to get you, Barbara.
Oh my God. Hi.
Hello, show me your crib.
Welcome to my house.
Ah, your humble abode.
Yeah.
Take me everywhere.
Here's my
This is your shrine.
Yes.
What are we practicing here?
Um,
If you were, are we summoning
What
demons
are
here?
No,
Oh.
no dark magic, only good magic.
This is great.
Here's my clown house, essentially. Very
Yes.
spray painted.
Did you spray paint your couch yourself?
Yes. This was all like one night.
One?
Stayed up until like 5 in the morning.
Such a
Spray
treat.
painting everything. My evil babies.
I was like my favorite thing in the room.
My permanent Halloween decorations.
Yes.
I need them.
I need
should
it.
look them up.
Was that your father?
Yes. It's like the funniest poster of him though.
His eyeshadow is so extra.
I know, he has better makeup than me. I need to figure it out.
I'm truly jealous.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
He taught me how to do my eyeliner. Use the same lipstick.
Yes.
My mom taught my brothers how to shave and he taught me how to do my eyeliner.
Amazing.
So roles are really reversed in my family.
So show me some of your pieces, at least just a few.
So this
while
is
we're
like, yeah, from like my last collection. These are cute.
Born to Die. That's great.
It's
How
all
long
like-
does something like that take you?
Sometimes I'll sit for like 3 hours and just like make stuff, and then sometimes I'll like slowly leave it on a mannequin and then like add over time.
Yeah.
I got it down. But
That's
yeah,
great.
I kept this one. It was like
I was gonna say,
selling
I'm
it.
like, that's one I wouldn't part with. Either.
Yeah.
I'd be like, I need this.
No, yeah, I
Thank
was
you.
like, I don't want to get rid of it.
How do you feel like horror pushes the envelope for like artists and designing and just even stylistically?
Horror is like the ultimate representation of like counterculture. There's like a thing of like being offensive almost, like with horror, or like how you dress, which can be like horror, spooky, or goth, or
It's true. And they all fall
Anti-fashion.
into like the horror is the hub, and then it just kind of
yeah,
spiders down with
Yeah.
everything that can fall into.
the music. I mean,
Yeah.
I feel like horror started it all.
Yeah, and like speaking of music, do you feel like your father's music inspires your work, or even you just behind what you do?
I mean, I kind of like hated my dad's music out of like, you know, teenage rebellion up until recently. Or I shouldn't say up until recently. Let's say like 4 years ago. But
Okay.
I listened to Burn in Hell by him, and it completely like changed my perception of my dad. I was like, oh wow, you're like a dark, fucked up person just like me. But I don't know. I guess he inspires me more as like a person than his music inspires me.
Okay, so Havoc Worldwide, tell me a little bit about that.
That's like my clothing line.
Yeah.
I'm doing all like one-off stuff, and it just kind of like happened super naturally. Like I was staying at my best friend's house because I got out of a bad breakup, and I was like thrifting and just started like making the clothes cooler. And she
Yeah.
was like, oh, you should sell this. And I was like, okay, like that's not a bad idea. And like
Yeah.
within like 2 months, I just kind of like started my brand.
Top 3 horror movies, go.
Oh my god. Okay, Cabin in the Woods. And then like, I guess Trick or Treat. I don't know, I feel like I have to pick Lost Boys because that's been my favorite movie since I was like a little kid.
It's like the #1 vampire movie.
It just like corrupted me, and now like my taste in men is just men that look like they could kill me / would kill for me. Like I think like, you know, Freddy, Jason, you know, all they can get it.
So, are you ready for a round of Would You Rather?
Yes.
Thank you. Would you rather be a part of the X-Files team or the Ghostbusters team?
X-Files for sure. I love aliens.
Right? Would you rather watch the tape from The Ring or have to say Candyman in front of a dark mirror?
Definitely Candyman. Both of those options, I'm fucked.
Right? Oh my god, they're both pretty bad. Would you rather be abducted by aliens or chased by a serial killer?
Oh god, I don't know. That one's hard. Alright, if the serial killer's hot, he wins.
Well, now that you've shared all your horror stories with me, I thought it'd be fun if I showed you a couple drink recipes that we could do together.
Oh, I'm excited.
This is called candy corn punch. So let's put the ice in here.
Oh, go off.
Pour the crush. And then next we will do the yellow Gatorade. And then you do the top one all the way up to the very top. It looks kind of cute. I can see
It's
it from the
cute.
side,
I mean,
right?
like, it's jack-o'-lantern.
It jack-o'-lantern Halloween-y-ish.
Yeah.
We're gonna do the next one, which is a little bit more intricate, but did you try that? Is it good?
It actually is really good. Yeah, it's delicious.
You do this. Pour this black sugar onto that plate while I cut this lime. This margarita that we're making is called Rise from the Grave.
Where do you find black sugar?
I made it.
No, really?
But you actually can get black sugar.
You're the ultimate spooky queen.
Oh my god.
I feel like
thank
that's
you.
enough.
All right, so we're just going to put a little lime on the rim of this gloss. Yeah, that looks amazing. We're doing it. You can shake that lemon stuff in that jar while I put the tequila.
Like shake weight it? Is
to
this just straight
this.
lemon juice?
Yes. And then our next step is triple sec. And then let's crack open that baby.
I don't open things.
Oh my gosh, we're almost there. Just stir just a little. We have food coloring. A drop of blue, a drop of red, and then just a little bit of green.
No, I wasn't
Yes.
expecting it to be black.
Isn't that great?
What? That's sick.
Cheers, my lady.
I'm giving in. I love it.
Ah, well, thank you from my tiny little black heart.
Of course, thank you. Now get the fuck out.
Don't even ask me that question. Throw that one out. Just here. A stupid question.
Boo. Welcome to House of Horror. Everything and anything horror. Hello, fiends. Welcome back to today's episode.
We are at Monster A Go-Go for a sneak peek at the store before its grand opening.
They are the original scareware, which is so fun and exciting. Let's go inside, let's meet the owners, let's tour the store. I might try on a few things, so come along.
Hey, Vanessa, how are you? Good to see you.
How are you? Hi.
Hi, Vanessa. How are you? Good to see you.
Great. You guys were in for such a treat. Like I told you, it's Michelle and Ash, and oh my God, are you guys kidding me? The store
like it?
I love it.
Cool.
And this is the new flagship store, right?
Yeah, we just moved in August.
I can't wait for you to show me everything here, because this is even bigger.
Yeah, there's more space.
Yes, so
it's
show
cool.
me
Yeah,
stuff. I
let's take a
can't
look around.
wait. I'm dying. Let's do it.
Cool.
Yeah.
So tell me, when the brainchild of Creepsville 666 first came about?
Well, we initially started in the UK, in Aberdeen, Scotland. And our first product we did was probably the Dead Girl necklace,
So good.
little coffin necklace.
I love it.
When it kind of came out, there was nothing in the UK, especially horror orientated or anything, and it just kind of like people loved it, and then it started off its own little kind of cult of like all Dead Girl products, and yeah, it was cool.
You guys design everything from scratch,
yeah.
right?
And trying to keep it like very, very original. It's like we always try and kind of lead in our field and create new products and come up with things that are kind of really different. So.
And obviously it's been over a decade and you guys are still killing it and
Yeah.
growing by the day.
Yeah.
So that says a lot.
We always try and come up with like original kind of cool stuff that every season when we do new stuff, we always try and have like a few things out there that people are like, oh my God, that's amazing.
I love that. Can you guys talk about some of your licensed pieces or people that you've worked with?
Well, our first major license we did was with Elvira. That happened not long after we first moved here.
Fantastic. I mean, she is obviously the queen, so
Yeah,
being able
she's-
to
and
work
she's
with her.
Such-
Tell me
such a
more
good
about
person.
that. I'm
She's
like
just
dying.
great
Like,
to work with, you know, very supportive.
does she like long walks on the beach?
Um,
What's her favorite color?
you know, that'd be telling, you know.
So here we have all our lovely pins and patches and some history of Creepsville up here as well.
I love it.
And then it moves round to all the women's accessories, some dresses, and then into purses.
Scare hair. What else is life unless you have the macabre mobile?
Paper pop-up.
That's so good.
Moving along here, we have stuff for creepy kids.
Oh, so cute. You
Yeah.
make kids clothing.
We just got these back in stock as well. It's a product that we did forever, it feels, but the
Those are
skeleton
great.
jeans, they're like
Amazing.
super skinny.
They're so good.
They're really skinny, you can see the bones on them.
You can see the bones, you can see your bones through them. And then these are brand new as well, these capes. We kind of did a take on like the old style vintage capes mixed with a kind of costume. So you've got, this is like the glamour goal.
I'm obsessed with these, by the way.
People are going nuts over them.
No,
Yeah,
I
it's
have to
like
buy the red one because
it's
it's
so
a
cool.
devil one.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
oh my God, I'm
Complete.
deceased
the,
over
it's
it.
the
No,
perfect,
I
it's
have
the
to.
perfect little
Yeah, I have to
winter
buy that
get-up.
today. I
They're
will
cool.
be purchasing that today.
Cool.
And with that said, put me in whatever
Okay.
you think is gonna look best.
The sneak peek of Monster A Go-Go was simply everything, and I couldn't wait to come back for the grand opening. Ash and Michelle definitely did not disappoint.
Thanks for coming so much. Love you guys. Thanks. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna cut the ribbon. Okay.
All right,
So we did the ribbon cutting, or you. So what is it about Creepsville that always gets you to circle back around to partner up with them?
I adore them. They always do a fantastic job with all my merchandise, and I want to help them out as much as they've helped me out.
Would you mind a little quick game of Would You Rather?
No. Yes, I hope not.
Oh, thank you. Would you rather have your memory wiped so you can enjoy seeing your absolute favorite horror film again for the very first time, or have a sequel made of that movie?
Oh, no sequels, no sequels. I'm putting a ban on that. I hate sequels. My favorite movie that started me off on horror already did get a sequel.
And what is that?
House on Haunted Hill.
Aww.
I like the original better, so I'll have my memory wiped thing.
Would you rather cut off your own leg to escape being trapped somewhere, or wait indefinitely for your friends to rescue you? I'm thinking of like Saw.
Oh no, I take action, so I would gnaw my leg off. I would gnaw it off with my teeth.
Would you rather have your better half turned into a zombie or a vampire?
Which half is my better half? No, let's see. A zombie or a what?
A zombie or a vampire?
Oh, vampire.
Yeah, it's almost like a given.
I mean, come on. Yeah.
You're like,
don't even ask me that question. Throw that one out. Just here. A stupid question.
Boo.
Okay.
All right, well, thank you.
Is that it?
Yes. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Today
Thank
is your
you.
grand opening of your store. It looks 10 times more bitchin' than it was the last time I was here.
Thank you. Yeah, we did try hard.
How are you guys feeling about everything?
Good. Yeah, everything's kind of come together. The mural looks amazing. We had Cassandra Peterson here today. So yeah, it's really, really cool.
You must come out and check out Monster Go-Go. The store is absolutely bitchin'.
Come see us.
Yes.
Yeah, before we come and see you.
Yeah.
It is a perpetual hustle. Like, I have never stopped working. And if this is something you want to do, if you want to make movies, in whatever capacity that is, do not stop. Do not let anyone tell you you can't do it, and do not take shit from anybody.
Welcome to House of Horror. Everything and anything horror.
Hello, fiends. I know you've missed us, and I've missed you so much too. Back in February, before the world ended, we put together an amazing event to celebrate women in horror. I had the honor of sitting down and talking to Chelsea Stardust, director of Satanic Panic and All That We Destroy, Erin Kruger McCash, Emmy Award-winning special effects artist for American Horror Story, Lynn Shay, actress of All the Insidious and producer, and Caroline Williams from Texas Chainsaw 2. Check out what these incredible women had to say. I hope you guys love the panel, and I also hope to see you guys all again very soon. Bye.
Caroline, so how do you feel that social media has empowered you?
Oh my God, I can't believe you even asked that fucking question. It's a marketing tool. You have good experiences, you have bad experiences. I am grateful for it since I do have product coming out this year. I've got 4 films coming out this year, which is more product than I've had in the last 10 or 15 years. I mean, it's kind of a new career for me in the last 3 years. So my productivity has gone up. I like being able to publicize that kind of stuff on my own because a publicist is very expensive.
All right, Chelsea, so tell us your journey in your growth process from being a fan to directing your first 2 features this past year, and don't you dare leave out any gory details. Oh man, okay. Let me try to sum up, because it's a journey. So I've loved horror since as far as I can remember, which started for me. It started in literature. Night of the Living Dead is sort of the movie that made me really fascinated with horror, and that was the moment I'm like, that's the genre I want to direct. Like, I want to make movies. How that movie made me feel, I wanted to make people feel that. I was working at the Montecito Picture Company, which is Ivan Reitman's company. So old school comedy, Ghostbusters, Stripes. He produced Animal House. And, I enjoyed it, but I had an opportunity to be Judd Apatow's assistant. So I left that job to go work for Judd for 2 years. I worked on Bridesmaids, Funny People, Get 'Em to the Greek. So I was in comedy for a long time, for about 4 or 5 years. Not where my heart was at. A friend said, there's this guy who's looking for an assistant. His name's Jason Blum. I was like, who's that? I have no idea who that is. So I looked him up on IMDb. He had 3 credits: The Tooth Fairy, The Reader, and Paranormal Activity. So then I was at Blumhouse for 4 years. So I left right when Whiplash was going to the Oscars. So, I was there for all the major franchises: Insidious, Sinister, more Paranormal Activities, The Purge, Town That Dreaded Sundown, A Normal Heart, which I know you worked on. So tons and tons of projects. There was 30 something if you look on my IMDb, being Jason's exec assistant. And but I told him from the very beginning, I just want to direct. I'm just going to work here until I'm ready to go direct. He said, you should go work for Crypt TV and direct for them. And so I directed 4 short films for them, and I directed 7 short films in all, 4 which were for them. And meanwhile, you can't survive making short films, so I kept assisting directors. Meanwhile, Jason's calling me, will you please come back and be my assistant? Can you come back and be my assistant? I'm like, I will only come back if I can direct for you. Ryan Turek, my friend who works over there, he read All That We Destroy and said, this is the movie we want to make with you. And I directed that at the top of 2018 for Blumhouse. It came out May of last year as the Into the Dark, the Mother's Day Into the Dark. And then 5 months after wrapping production of that, I got Satanic Panic. And did that in Texas for Fangoria. That also premiered in May of last year. And then I did we got into 30 film festivals. We're very lucky. And the movie came out, and now I'm working on the next thing. And that's the journey as quickly as I can tell it. So thanks for your patience.
All right, Lynn. So what is it about the horror genre that always draws you back in?
The job. I think fear is fascinating. I mean, there's a lot of, I also love comedy because that's sort of how I live my life. Much more than with horror, I may add, gratefully, to be honest. But I think, I'm always looking for a good story, a good character, a good energy. I'm not as much I'm married to genre as I am to that. I gratefully get asked to do a lot of things that are a lot of horror films. I'm not interested in blood and guts unless it's really got a place in the story. And those are really the elements I look for. I mean, I'm grateful to be included in this world and this community, really.
All right, Erin. So because the special effects industry is very male dominant, who's been a great ally for you with working in the industry?
There's actually a lot of guys that have been my allies. I started working for the late John Buechler in 1986. And I worked for him, I worked for Rick Baker, Stan Winston, and there's a lot of Norman Cabrera, Steve Wang, and of course the late Matt Rose, all good friends of mine, and they were all incredibly supportive of a lot of things women were doing. There weren't that many women doing makeup effects at the time, very few, just a handful of us. There's been a lot more allies than you think. A lot of these guys I'm still friends with today, which is amazing. It's been 33 years, and they're all, it's opened up a little bit more now. Obviously, there's a lot more women doing makeup effects, which is so cool. It's this generation of people coming up, there's just so many more women in schools and working in the business, which is really fantastic, and it's so exciting to see.
All right, so as you guys know, in the show House of Horror, hey Jerry, he was just in episode 2. We do a little game of Would You Rather. I got 2. Ready? You ready for this? No. All right. Would you rather have the ability to choose which new horror movies get made every year or have an additional 15 years added to your life?
15 years added to my life. 15 years added to my life.
All right. All right. If you were to live in the real life version of Stephen King's It, would you rather face it as a child or as an adult?
As an adult. Because children carry it with them forever. As an adult, you can shed your skin.
Smart. Who, as a female, inspires all of you guys creatively?
My mom. I honestly mean that.
Yeah. The women sitting up here with me right now. And yes, I would also say my mother, who is an artist and has influenced me so much. So yes, I agree with that.
All right, so I'm going to take a couple questions if anybody has any for my lovely guests. Anybody? Shoot.
What's something you wish you saw more in genre films?
Probably, I'd like to see even more women kicking ass.
Yeah.
You see it a little bit, but I'd like to see more of it, even more of it.
That's great. And then there was one.
Each, all five of you, tell us your favorite horror film.
The Shining.
Night of the Living Dead, the OG Night of the Living Dead.
I have a tie as The Thing and American Werewolf in London.
Oh, I love those. The Exorcist is my number one because it's extraordinary. And then The Omen after that.
Well, thank you guys. What I obviously wanted from tonight was everybody to feel really connected and supported in this community, and I feel like we did just that tonight. And so thank you guys again for coming, and thank you to my amazing guests. So enjoy the rest of the night. Woo!